Alright guys, yeah, this is where my new craft room is gonna be, and it is, oh, it's pretty bad. This is where my niece was playing, and obviously there's stuff everywhere of that. I have a ton of Christmas stuff that's just in the way, so a lot of this on the side over here is actually Christmas stuff, and I still haven't found a place for it. So I'm gonna move it out of this room into the guest bedroom. That way I can go ahead. I'm gonna get the Christmas stuff moved out of this room and into the guest bedroom so that I can go ahead and get this space somewhat functional. So without further ado, I'm just gonna stop talking. I don't know how I'm gonna be editing this. I really have no idea because my mind is so tangled. So hopefully I get some good shots and angles. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm gonna do like a speed through kind of cleaning. I spy Loxie's bone right back there. Do you see it right there? Right there. That's hilarious. Alright, so I'm not going to be talking throughout this whole entire video, but I wanted to jump in and let you guys know kind of what I was thinking. So the first thing I obviously wanted to do was clean up all of my niece's toys. I still haven't fully unpacked this room, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be organizing things and trying to find everything that I've been hauling so that I can separate them into proper sections, even though I don't actually have the furniture to store all of this right now. And one of the biggest things that I knew I wanted to do was go through all of my hauls and find all the things that I've been buying for my niece, and that way I can put them all together so when she comes over I have them in one central location for her. So I was getting her toys picked up out of this room and then finding all the new stuff that I've been hauling and putting those with the toys as well. Once I cleaned up the existing toys that were out that she had played with, I wanted to make space for my daughter's old desk. I didn't want to, donate it or even sell it because I thought that I could use it for my craft room, especially since I'm not going to be buying new furniture for my craft room for a while. It's going to be one of the last spaces that I decorate in this new house. So I'm just, taking what I can and using what I have. And so I'm cleaning this space, giving it a good vacuum, and then we are going to install my daughter's old desk, which is just the IKEA 5-drawer system. And then we're going to start using some Dollar Tree organization bins. These are all the things that you've been watching me haul. If you watch all of my Dollar Tree hauls, I've been buying all of these Tupperware items because I knew that I didn't have any furniture to store all the things I've been buying, but I needed something to store them into, so it's just like a temporary organization process. And then I'm going to go through everything and try to organize those things further into bins so that once I do have furniture, I can easily organize them into different sections instead of going through the thousands of items that I have all over again, if that makes sense. So pens and markers in one tub, sticky notes, notepads, stickers, and others, etc. At one point, I grabbed my phone and decided to put Star Trek Voyager on because I definitely needed the company. Sometimes it's really hard to get motivated when you're just in this quiet space. I need movies or music or something to keep me going. Then you see me pulling out more of those Dollar Tree organization bins. This is exactly what I bought this stuff for. It is gonna stay on the carpet because, again, no furniture, nowhere to put this stuff. It's really about taking all of the new stuff that I've been buying at Dollar Tree and then organizing them into these little containers as a holding space until I get furniture. Since the last clip, it exploded even more. And the reason for that is because a lot of this was in that room. And I already cleaned that room. So it just kind of all came over here and got dumped. As I'm going through this organization process, I definitely feel like it's working. I love that, you know, I was able to go to Dollar Tree. It's hilarious, right? Because I go to Dollar Tree to get the things, to organize the Dollar Tree things. But it really is a great temporary solution for me. I just didn't want things all over the floor like you saw in the beginning. But I'm really hoping that I get this space functional up and running so that I can go back to planning and decorating and all of those crafty things that I love to do. Why I, you know, chose that name as my channel name, CraftyGirl. But sometimes, you know, I do deviate and I find other passions, other things that I'm interested in. You know, and I can't keep changing my YouTube name. And the only reason why I say this is because sometimes I get these like comments about how I'm not really doing any crafts. Well, no, but I can't always change my name to every time that I find a different passion in life. And that's just, you know, you just kind of watch, you know, if you're subscribed or just stopping by, you just kind of see me evolve and switch gears and find things that I'm, you know, interested in certain phases of my life. And you know, right now I moved into a new home and I'm really into decorating it, and so that's been my sole focus. And Dollar Tree is also my favorite store on the entire planet, and it's also now part of my YouTube job and part of how I like to think of myself as branding, you know, myself on YouTube. So but yeah, so just sitting here, you know, continuously organizing, finding all of the things for my niece, and getting everything into its temporary place. Alright, so I am finished. And I know it's not the most aesthetically pleasing video that you've ever watched in your life, but this is what I could do considering I don't have any furniture for this room. And it will be most likely the last room that I tackle. So over here, like I said, this is all Christmas stuff. And as you can see, I have some big boxes here. That is Easter stuff. I honestly surprised myself with how much Easter stuff I had, and I didn't even get to decorate this year. Just, you know, I was trying to get this house together and it just unfortunately didn't work out. So this tells me how many more bins I need for Christmas stuff, and then I need some bins for Easter, and I also need some bins for Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day is in the room next to me. But like, do you see what I'm saying? I feel like stuff is everywhere. I have Christmas stuff in this closet, fall stuff in the other closet, and it's just, I really don't know what to do. And yeah, over here is just a mishmash of things. I have Halloween planner stuff and then Christmas planner stuff, so that stays in this room, but I don't have anywhere to store it, so it's staying there. These are just some things that I've accumulated from Dollar Tree that I wanted to just kind of repurpose and re-DIY them, so they're just here until that happens. And then I have all of my usual stuff that came from the last house, all of my organizing stuff. And then here's my old table. I had it in the last house, and as you can see, it's just a storage space. That is why I have not been, you know, planning at all, because this room isn't functional for me yet. And then I have some more stuff under there. That box is filled with all of my gift bags. So when I packed up the last house, that's where they all are, including all of the bows and stuff. And then over here, you know, I mean, it's a hell of a lot better than what it was before. So that's just an organization station, just so that I could put things into certain categories, and then once I get furniture in here, I'll be somewhat organized to then store those things. This is my daughter's old desk. It's the IKEA Alex 5 drawers. That drawer at the bottom won't close because there's some push pins, thumbtacks behind it, but the drawers don't come out. So if anyone has any tips on how I could get those things from behind there, let a girl know. I can't slip my arm through there, although I have a story time about me getting my arm stuck and the firefighters had to come. It's a whole thing. And then, as you can see on top, I organized into these bins that I bought from Dollar Tree just to have some space before I get furniture in here. So that's really the purpose of all of these storage bins that you've seen me haul, is so that I could at least have like a holding station, I guess, if you will. Looking through my planner, I miss it so much. I really kind of, there were a lot of reasons why I stopped filming my planner stuff. Just my space wasn't functional. I was overwhelmed in my space. It was actually one of the hardest videos for me to edit for some reason. It took me the longest, and yeah, so it just kind of backburned, and then I also just kind of lost, you know, any inspiration. I just wasn't feeling it, and going back through it, oh my gosh, I really want to plan again in the Happy Planner. It's my favorite planner. This was my Christmas planner, which I absolutely loved, and I don't know why, but every time I look at this planner, it reminds me of my appendix, because I remember being at the house 2 houses ago, and sitting at the table, my stomach was hurting so bad and I couldn't figure out what was wrong, and I still like pushed through it, and I was making all of my tabs. So whenever I look at this planner, I think of my appendix, which there's a story time on that. I'll link it down below in case you're interested. So anyways, this is my daughter's old desk. I mean, I'm not going to keep this chair, but it's a chair. It's something to have for now. I'll quickly take you guys through these drawers. Oopsie, already getting stuck. I have a bunch of stickers in here, 99% of them from Dollar Tree. I have even more stickers in here. I want to have like the nicest sticker organization system because they're my favorite. I have extra things in here, you know, sticky notes, more stickers, recent things, notebooks. I keep the notebooks because I actually use all of them. Just a random drawer of puzzles and coloring books. The puzzles and coloring books are in my bedroom, but I'm sure I'll end up moving them up here. And then this is like a little functional drawer. These are my favorite, these foam mounting tapes from Dollar Tree. So good, you just don't even know. These are stencils, and because I want to do bullet journaling, I'll talk about that in another video. And then over here, I have some random stuff I got from Dollar Tree, DVDs. Oh, Carol Baskins. And then just a random drawer of, you know, more planner stuff that I unboxed from the last house finally. Just trying to put stuff in drawers for now because I'd rather them just be unorganized in a drawer than just sitting out everywhere. I even have this whole storage unit. This was my daughter's, and she emptied it out so I could put more stuff in there. These are from Daiso, and I'm sure I'll end up using them differently, but for now, just, you know, more storage space. And y'all, all of this is filled with Dollar Tree stuff. If I could just give you a whole tour, I would, but I think that once I have my craft room done, we'll do a full, proper tour of everything that I own. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.